Hello, folks. How are you doing? Oh, what a wonderful. Jeez, lost the ability to speak. What a wonderful start screen there. I forgot that last time we logged off, we were looking at this. Isn't that neat? Such a sense of scale. Congrats on finishing the video. Yeah, sort of. Not quite.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it.
Shut up.
With interest.
Talking.
Nice one. You must have had him quaking in their heels.
You're both off the crew.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna
Talking over my intro. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. Probably won't be finished for another month, but the bulk of the work's out the way. Now I just gotta wait for feedback. Oh, that was hell. The last few months were hell. I hate the bell curve. I hate weird race science. I can't stand it. I just want to play video game. Is your video like Das Capital and I only need to watch the first 20 minutes to line up? Yeah, pretty much. No, I don't start arguing against the bell curve for half an hour. So what are they drinking? It's lemony fresh. Bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. Well.
enjoying some
Are we over? We are over.
R&R.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, wait. We're encumbered because we don't have companions with us. Is it because there's vocal skits and fun musicals in the beginning? I had to cut all of my musical numbers for time. It was really annoying. Imagine. What am I even using here? Let's repair everything. Let's tinker with this a few more times. And this. That's too much now, though. And this pistol. So that's a big boost in DPS. Can be no greater than 5 levels above your own. Oh, shit. So there's like a limit. It can only be 27. Interesting. Ignore all the Americans who think you don't know what an SAT is. They're just saying it wrong. G was stored in the testes. Oh shit! So that's how Sam gets around ladders then. It's so clever they put that in. Well done. I'm never gonna use Sam. That's also Sam's special attack. Why aren't you cutting the vid into parts? You mentioned you had another hour of content. I want to put it out as one big one. Most of the stuff I'm holding back is stuff that is harder to explain than the stuff I put in. It's fairly bare bones at 2.5 hours. Honestly. Alright, what am I doing then? I completely forget. Journal. So Phineas and Lilia on the Groundbreaker. And then these are like Emerald Vale, Scylla, Groundbreaker. Okay, so it's like Groundbreaker, Scylla, and Nyoka's quest is... Oh, thank you very much for the bits. Post Possum, thank you for that. But we could go back to Edgewater and then find whatever it is that Nyoka wanted us to find, right?
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
But it's possible there might be some responses to this video. So stuff I've been leaving out is mainly stuff that I would expect someone to make in a counter-argument. Let's take Nyoka and Parvati. So yeah, that would all be stuff in a eventual part 2 to this video, if such a thing ever happened, which it probably won't. Yeah. You could stick it in the appendix. Yeah, pretty much. I've been looking sort of semi-disinterestedly at the news coming out of BlizzCon. Their recent actions have really sort of dampened any enthusiasm I had for anything they're announcing. But also, in addition to that, God, I'm not feeling any of it. Overwatch 2. Why? It doesn't matter. And how dare they pretend Overwatch has a story? It doesn't. And the trailer for the new WoW expansion looked kind of boring, in that it's just like, hey, here's some new realm with some new things to fight. Fuck you. I don't know. Not really feeling it. Oh, they're not even going to attack me, because I'm too high level, so they're too scared of me to fight back.
Incoming! Perfection!
Wow, I didn't even need to take my gun out. $300 meters over this way, eh? All the Overwatch 2, is it going to be cross-compatible? I mean, I saw someone saying they're putting all the heroes in it and, like, all, like, skins and stuff carry over. Do they?
Here we go!
So what are you paying for, really, then? Some new game modes? I don't know. I'm kind of bored of Overwatch.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Given that it's not saying steel on those items, I would guess.
Huh?
Hello, my friends.
Nothing like a good tussle. Hey, take a gander. The door's busted.
May is still
Rebecca?
on Overwatch.
Anders? You in there?
I thought they were gonna kill May off, just to get around that. Like,
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
well done.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. What did you do? Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry.
That's a bit heavy, isn't it? Ooh, bananas. Anderson was right. Taking this contract. Morning was bad. This is unbearable. Who knew it was blind or adult? Jeez. I've got a cup of tea, folks. I'm gonna drink it while I read this. Oh no.
They were... That bitch!
Language.
They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Jeez.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
Your life's depressing, Nyoka. What kind of tea? Just regular old English breakfast tea. Yeah. She'd still have won. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana-Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on our soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Any way to find out for sure?
Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana-Queen behavioral patterns. Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Scylla again, eh? Yank. Whee. Wowza. The sky's so pretty here. I like it a lot. It's so good. So there's multiple reasons to go to Scylla now, isn't there?
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this...
Hello there.
Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly.
Thank you very much for subbing, Possum. I'm gonna go over here so I can't hear that embarrassing conversation they're having.
To admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
Jesus. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the Scylla landing pad.
Destination reached. Scylla.
It can't have an atmosphere, can it? How are we going to land here? Alright, Max is here as well. Although I'm not sure where. But we'll... Have an exploring. I guess it does have an app. I mean, yeah, they're not wearing helmets.
If I were a hermit, I'd choose to live on a desolate rock orbiting the middle of nowhere.
This is pretty cool. Oh, there's like a shield or something around the side. Ah. Primal glands over there. Primal glands over there. Let's read this. Ah. Whee. Damn, this is really neat. So if we sell the junk, what can we buy here? Hey, just a bunch of crap. The only thing sad is that they didn't play with gravel. Who went? Ugh, that wasn't me. So I think this is like just one area, and then I think Vicar Max's fingers. Floors? What the hell? There's another floor. It's in a different place. We'll see though. Colonel Butterscotch. What the fuck? What are we gonna do here? That's probably really tough, considering.
Good. I'll keep my head down. Never anger a man of the cloth.
I like that. His special move is just shoot. Mr. N. Damage type N-ray. Damage minus 50%. What's all that mean? N-ray damage. Are all aliens non-sentient in this? I think so, actually. I haven't seen a sentient. Oh, shit.
You in the name of the law.
Shoots the rock. Amazing camera there. Very cinematic. Jeez, it lets you run through. Fuck. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was gonna run into the wall and be like, oh, it won't let me run through. Oh, wow. Being in the void of space really depletes your health quickly. Who would have thought? Hang on, what? I don't need 3 of these fucking things, do I? You are joking. Jesus Christ. Well, we're here for the long haul then, I guess. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Damn, but we're good.
Why do you need 3 of them? That's just bullshit. That's just making you run around. That's all that's doing. I mean, not that this place isn't cool and all. Can't even get around here. Haha, Skyrim horsing it. That says outlaw. I don't want to fight them. It's let me get around fights with people called outlaws before. The only one it hasn't is marauders, I think. And I wish that you could. I wish it would let you. I wish the marauders were like a faction that it was hard to rep up with, but possible, and you could eventually go like non-violent with them.
That one's done for.
Nice shot, Captain.
Thank you.
That's how it's done, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you for helping, Yoko. The marauders don't really fit at all. It just feels like they wanted to have something, you know, humans you could shoot without feeling bad about it, which I feel like is kind of against the spirit of the rest of the game, where there's usually ways to get round encounters. You know what I mean? Like if I designed one of these, and of course it would
We're getting
be perfect.
close to the hermit. I can feel it.
Shut up, I'm talking. Yeah, if I designed one of these, there'd be a way to play it entirely non-lethally. Oh, we are getting close to the hermit. Arguably, you don't want to be too experimental with something like this. I agree. But ultimately, I feel like that that holds the game back. Just my opinion, you know. You're never going to be remembered as like a classic if you don't take any risks.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth?
I can't remember.
I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated. Oh yeah, that's why we're here. Thank God the game remembers what I was doing. Are you going to stream Death Stranding, by the way? Yeah, I guess. Like, that's coming out, and Pokemon's coming out, and I want to play both of them, but I get the sense both of them are going to be really boring stream games. Yeah. What else is coming out this month that I really want to play? There's another game I keep forgetting. It's not Doom Eternal. They pushed that back, right? What's the other one? It can't be worse than Red Dead Redemption 2. People liked me playing through that because I hated it, I think. Luigi. I'm not thinking of Red Dead.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
Star Wars, that's it, yeah. There's
I
a
can
Star Wars
translate
game
it.
coming out.
But it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Let's see. Let's be nice. Jedi. So, I mean, what you want out of that one is Star Wars, but Dark Souls, right? Just do that.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What are you talking about? Aren't you just translating it from French?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
Well, shit. We've come this far. If we die, at least we'll die hearing colors and seeing sound.
I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as... Sure.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
If we all wake up, like, naked and mugged, that would be funny. Blimey. Look at all of this stuff. Stimu lotion.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this?
Ghost.
You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
My face? What's wrong with your face? Where'd you get that second mouth? I want a second mouth.
What the fuck is going on? See what happens if you hit her. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too? Yeah, let's be logical about this.
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we?
Yeah.
When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out. Always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place. Never looking inside himself.
Wow.
What in the void do you expect him to find inside himself? It's just blood and squishy bits and... Oh no. If I vomit on you, I want you to know I ain't sorry.
Okay, Vision Mom, how about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes? I like that one.
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I could tell you all manner of stories. If I weren't I'm sticking to alcohol from now on.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, I do want this ghost to cut to the chase.
If you insist, you must give up your fantasy of control and embrace the chaos of life. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants, more assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This sucks.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right?
Just taking my jumper off, folks.
Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max.
What did I miss? Oh, there's another Max now.
Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max, why do you do that? Intelligence, perception. You need to kill this guy now. Let's just sit back, let him talk.
I don't feel right about this anymore. I need to get out of here. You asked for this. Why are you fighting it? The same reason you always
I don't do drugs. Is this what it's like?
Fear of the unknown. Not having control. Is this the answer? Because it sure sounded like an answer that I don't understand. Who are you again? And why do you look like me?
Please don't say no, like I seriously think it might be like this.
One uptight holier than thou preacher man is enough of a hassle. Now we got two. Time to go, Captain, before it gets worse.
Alright. Smack him upside the head, Max.
You mean I need to fight him to rid myself of... myself?
Get him. Oh, I'm too imperceptive.
He's not looking for the truth. He's looking for a new way to organize reality in his head. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me.
I am a shadow, the true self.
Right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision, to have your life completely controlled, the illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question.
You're not me.
Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Glaucus. It's funny. What the fuck? Alright.
The concept of Max is what's not real. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything.
Jesus.
It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
I feel like Max has just turned 17, like, really quickly. Alright.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
All that talking and arguing ruined my eye.
Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to eat your clothes.
That didn't happen.
I was joking. You
I
passed
remember.
out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect.
What? So Max is just a stoner now, basically.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality.
Jesus Christ.
Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
Alright. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Sleep on. Ah! Fuck me. Oh. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he should really sleep on it. Like, he got high once and changed his entire outlook on life. Come on. That level up is so fucking loud, isn't it? What are we putting stuff in? I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten high, so maybe that is what happens. I don't know. I'm putting stuff in then. Intimidate, possibly. I need to put my fancy clothes on to see what my stats are. Yeah, well, we usually have Pavati with us, don't we? And we've got an extra 17 from Vic and Maxi, but we're not going to have those. There we go. Just splitting them between things. What have you got to say for yourself?
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Alright, fuck it, we should go. I like not being intelligent enough to participate in this conversation. Alright. Phineas. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Let's get the other what's it? The pheromone gland. Oh shit. I walked into a robot.
Everyone all right?
Are we done? That was loud.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Level head. I have still felt no real need to use the vast majority of meds.
Quietly now.
That cave looks fun, whatever it is. I sold basically everything I found except ammo. I've sold off a whole bunch of meds as well, because you barely ever actually use them. That is ludicrous.
Regret taking us on.
Damn, but we're good.
Ow. I keep forgetting there is just regular gravity here. Damn. His arms came off. Well, we gotta see what's down here, right? Abandoned prospecting drone.
Salutations.
Ah.
This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all?
I think you can stop.
Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
You know, it's a crying shame that auto mechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
Dedication is a virtue. Let's leave the automech to it.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation.
What are you
This
excavating?
unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
So you're a prospector.
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
Cute. Yeah, actually, we might just have to, like, change the difficulty. I'm thinking about. Yeah. Hard. Oh, you can only select that at the start of the game. Just because it's so easy. Like, normal feels like playing on easy with this. Alright, let's talk to you.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait.
Oh, blimey.
What's up?
Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center.
Yay.
We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Karen?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon.
Oh, that's so
He said it was some old
dorky.
myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so there we are.
Ugh.
Fucking right we are.
Yep, so I guess because both of them were lit up, Felix's one will be on the other part, won't it? So we need to go into space.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Don't look, I'm busy. You don't have to tell me everything. Just getting like really angry about it. Alright, so you and you are up. Oh, this is like the other level, isn't it? Maybe, or it's just somewhere else. Abandoned mining outpost. Outlaw. I think we might have to talk around a fight here. You haven't taken Sam. I'm pretty uninterested in Sam, gonna be honest. Like, I like the other companions, but just a robot? I don't know what's going on there.
Looking for something?
Yes.
Where do you think you're going?
Through you if you push me, yeah. Easy, big guy.
Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through.
Nice.
Got my sights on you.
Shut up, you. Outlaws. You gotta take, like, because there's a bunch of companions, you gotta kind of favor some over the others, I guess. Ooh. It's mine.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the Groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
I'll just let you two act this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. It's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix's family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here. Actually, yeah, I completely fucking forget why we are here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear.
What's going on?
Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Another faction of revolutionaries. Oh my god. Why doesn't everyone just work for the corporations? He's the least reliable crew on a ship literally called the Unreliable. Go fuck yourself.
Hello there.
Thank you very much, Yerkel, for subbing for 2 months. I'm going to tell this guy to go fuck himself, because I don't really understand what's going on.
That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
Jeez, this is a bit personal. Hang on then. What happens if you do Vicar Max's quest where he becomes like a weird hippie, and then you take him to meet the guy with the chops? Does he have different dialogue, or does he... What does he do? What did he do to deserve death?
Routed us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked.
Kill her too.
Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Who are you?
Let's hear it.
You said you were working on something big.
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid, some revolution. Alright, sounds like you've got some plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
But what if your system dissolves before then? What makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay.
Let's change the subject.
Something on your mind?
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Wow. Like, someone who's slightly argumentative. Well, I have no clue what's going on. Waiting for things to fall apart on their own ain't exactly a revolutionary plan of action. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, why are they even here? Like, couldn't they just... It feels like this is kind of unnecessary. Logs. Acquisition logs. Oh my god. They are... they're pirates. Harlow. Ooh, there's a patron. Jesus. Fuck rules. I wish this game wrote revolutionaries better. Games always hedge the bets with revolutions. It's not as bad as Bioshock Infinite, at least.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Shit, who?
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
I'm right here.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody.
They're having a shooting competition. Stop shooting inside my ship. What are we doing then, eh? I'm just constantly confused in this. Let's go and talk to Phineas. Let's put the side quests on hold for a moment. Oop.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Thank you. Ship. I want to bring Nyoka on. I like Nyoka. That's kind of like Ellie, even though she's cagey. Sam. Never Sam. Then I'll do a Sam-only playthrough where I never take anyone else out. Hello. God, dead-eyed stare. This pig. These pigs are gross. But still sort of cute.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes.
What a
Whenever
bastard.
the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Boo. What's so important about these chemicals?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can.
I don't
Or,
believe you.
the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
You're bullshitting, Phineas.
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
I like how you can just sum it up and go.
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course.
I don't trust Phineas.
What's on your mind?
Eh? This is a weird tree.
Absolutely. Let's talk. Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the Aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia. I enjoyed the occasional Aether wave drama in my youth. Not anymore. All board propaganda. I'd rather not be brainwashed.
It's fair
To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Alright, why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
You need to work on your social skills. Seems to solve the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Ugh. Great. Oh, what?
I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Jeez. Whee. This is a pretty good docking bay. I'm a big fan of docking bays. This one is a pretty solid, like 7 or 8, I think. He needs to work on his socialism skills. Exactly. I don't know. Phineas is fairly liberal.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
Like, oh, we just need to put the nice people in charge, and then everything will be fine. I don't buy it. Where's Neocat?
Got big messes, huge messes, mega giant messes. Leave it to Sam.
Alcoholism is not a joke game. I'm using this pistol a lot. I don't actually know what the different fucking damages do. Like, I could make this into a shock or plasma bullet, but I don't fucking know what's the point. Wow, we can add a 6x zoom to it. There we go. Lovely. I'm just going to keep putting points into this gun now. Plasma for critters, shock for bots, acid for armor, N-rate for organics. Thank you very much, Ferg. I will remember that, definitely.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Got something to say about that?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Alright.
I'll be here.
With the difficulty level you play, I'm playing on hard now. I like this gun matches the outfit as well. It does not match this outfit, but what are you gonna do? Space crime continuum. Scylla, right? Okay, we haven't done that one. That's one we left. And then Groundbreaker. Clear out Nyoka's old base. I'm actually going to carry on and do this. I want to kill that thing. Oh, wait. I need to actually fly the ship to where I want to go. Back to Monarch. The dangerous one.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Yes, these two. I want to put all my points in pistols now. So we go here and then south. Both on fire. I like my much better gun. It's hilarious when one's screaming and the other one's celebrating. Yeah.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well... I'm ready. Yeah. Right.
Just in case, eh? Mantisaur Hive. Huzzah. Toss ball card. I don't know what I woke up today and was like, all right, back to work on the video. What, the video's out. I don't know how to fill my day now. I'm just not reading weird race science crap. Also, I mentioned on Patreon and at the end of the video that I was gonna just take like a month off, you know, and not do any video work because like the last one drove me a little mad. So I was gonna just not charge for December on Patreon. Like, just put it on hiatus for a month and then come back in the new year. But everyone was like, no, you should just keep it going. And now I feel bad, because, like, everyone said that. But I feel like I still want to delete it, you know? No, not delete it, just put it on hiatus. It's a Freudian slip there. I want to quit YouTube now. I've done what I came to do, which was apparently make the bell curve look bad.
Here we go.
Blimey.
Covering. That's the last of them.
Alright, I need a better gun here, don't I? I might just use this. Cuts through anything, even if it's not the right weapon type. I can't believe it's not Borst. It's really good. Oh. Nothing to say about that? Alright, fair enough. Ooh, this was a tough one. What's in here?
It's done.
Another machine gun. And a flamethrower. Everyone agrees you deserve a break and we want... I mean, like, everyone's all nice and lefty and agrees that, you know, people should be able to take a holiday every now and then. I would personally feel, like, bad if I was taking money and but deliberately not working, you know? Place glands.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
It did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
Do you plan to take time off Twitch as well? No. I'd probably keep streaming, you know. You built all this?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Aw. I'm not saying that. Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers. Helped us trade hides for food and materials. Negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name. 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
I'm sorry they aren't here to see us kick some manty ass. I'm gonna say sorry.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another.
Who?
Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Incoming!
It was nice of the bugs to wait on. The end of that conversation.
We got it, Captain!
Loud! Well, the party's down. Uh-oh. I changed it to hard at the worst possible time. That's the first difficult fight that's been in the game. Mantipillars and Mantisaurs. I'm not going to take that. Shooting a crowd of bugs is hilarious. It is. Laminated. N-ray armor rating 10. Jeez.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Oh my god, who's clicking that? Oh jeez. Although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help you remind you of both the good and the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
I like that even though there was a swarm of Mantisaurs in there, they hadn't eaten the dead bodies. That was very nice of them. This is like a little Skyrim camp here. It's cute. Dark matter bar. I would eat one of them. Yeah, I was totally unprepared for that fight. Like, even on hard and not really speccing into combat stuff, it feels that you don't have to worry about, like, eating things to boost your stats or having the right sort of equipment or anything. That you just need to be slightly careful about how you go about it. Cough. Sorry.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Oh, what do you got there? Is that a scrap of Ellie's jacket in your mitts, Sam? Come to see Sam? That was sweet of you. Here, I was just leaving.
I don't want to talk to either of you, actually. Whee. This game seems too easy. Yeah, it feels like...
Our fuel cells are now primed with Alta Vitae gas. As the organics say, let us hope we do not explode in transit to the Groundbreaker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let's head to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
The mechanics feel too optional. A lot of it does, yeah. Like, you can just, like, brute force your way through without paying attention to most of it. I feel like all those will only become important in, like, the literal hardest I forgot to do that one. Groundbreaker. Yeah, cleansing products. So we want to take Parvati, and I forget who else. So we'll just take Nyoka for now. All you need to win is a machine gun. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a challenge on the hardest difficulty. Whatever that was called. Let's go shopping with Parvati, first. And let's get in our walking around town outfit. There we go. Hang on. 36. Well, I need to break down like the most of this. There we go. Bath supplies. Great. Do not. Why would I kill Gladys? I'll tell you what, we'll do a save, because this is the second time I've been warned about this. I'd be very surprised if I end up killing Gladys in the next few minutes.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
My engineer's looking to do some deep cleansing. Ugh. You don't have to say why. Just, have you got any soap? That's it.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
These sweet, just like a pie, rosish. An engineer might like refurbished ship, but really we should ask Parvati for their preference.
Oh gosh, we never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, If I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with Rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and Synthamon.
Jeez.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it.
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Ship, right? Yeah, they're engineers. They like smelling the place where they work, I guess.
Like grit and grime covered over with cleaner, you mean? Well, that's a smell that means we're really going places.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Back to your hard-earned
Straight to
wisdom.
the point, eh? All right, then, on you go. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
No, I want the
Anytime,
science weapon,
sweetheart.
actually.
You know where to find me.
Jesus, that is a fucking kick in the teeth every time. See, we kind of need to pick this, but we need these not to be in here to do that. Skills. Oh, great, packs. Easy. Big carrying capacity. Speak to Parvati. Fine. Looking in Gladys' shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler. I mean, it's in the... Where... Like, the weapon won't be in the safe. Obviously, but... Whatever. Who cares? You.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
That's gross. Don't talk to me about shit like that. So there's your soap.
Thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds.
That sounds horrible.
There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright.
Thanks, Captain.
Why not?
I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm
You
sure it's
are.
gonna be worth it.
It won't be. And you are asking a lot. Alright. I'm so sad that we're handing this one in. This is so depressing. This has been the only highlight of my day. Is reading the words Space Crime Continuum.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Jesus Christ. You're not the only one who enjoys the finer things, Lilia.
You know what? Fuck it. Enjoy yourself. I invest in the happiness of my workers, and you deserve a bigger cut. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Wow. No one was following me.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine sounds pleased as a pig in shit over cornering the Borst markets. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Could have sworn one of them winked at me. That's funny.
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
You doing okay, Lilia?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Why not? Go on.
You're gonna salvage me a space station.
Holy shit.
Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
How big we talking? Not like groundbreaker big, right?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
This sounds really fun. Let's do this.
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Alright.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark.
I doubt it.
I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Beto's dropping out. Oh, thank fuck for that. Finally. We really need to start thinning out you know, like, it matters what I think. We gotta start thinning out the field. Really, everyone apart from Sanders should just drop out.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
This is new. I want to go here. I'm into this.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Alright. Do you think this game is Game of the Year? Nah. It's good. It's top 10 for me.
Nothing but the void.
But right now it's...
I just assume leave it cold, dark, and derelict.
Right now it's Outer Wilds, yeah. And I like Sekiro as well. If this was Mass Effect, I'd be like, oh, this is an arena combat room. This game's far too mainstream and unambitious. I mean, what this game's got is like really strong characterization, basically. Right. Turn the power on. Mind. It's bullshit. Sanders will get kneecapped by establishment downs. Yeah, I mean, well, they're just gonna do the same thing they did last time, aren't they? Normal. Error, flushing toilets. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Ultraviolet gas is leaking. Toxic to humans.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
Alright, what's going on?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity.
Hey there.
My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
Alright. What do you want?
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
You're about to make an enemy of Sublight. Trust me, you don't want that.
Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Wanna fight me anyway, off the record. Sorry, better luck next time.
Don't apologize. This is my problem, not yours. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on orders that ought to be corrected. On the double.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Fuck off.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
Wow, they were not very committed, were they?
Processing.
Shit. Yeah, it is like slightly harder on plasma weakness. I'm gonna reject that one. I like that it lets you choose that. I mean, that's pretty big. If it was like 10%, I'd take it, but a quarter. Jesus. Alright, hack of 65. Can we do that? Our hack is 59. We can definitely do that, right? Yeah. Turn the robots off. We don't even have to fight the robots now. The ideal role-playing game gives you multiple ways to not play as much of it as possible. Bard? How are we getting around there then? Oh shit. Hang on, it didn't explode. Oh, fucking hell. I thought it was off because it didn't blow up.
Whoa. Keep an eye on the floor.
You think? Yeah, the perks are generally pretty unexciting in this game. I'm not in combat. I'm just concussed because we stepped on a mine. There we go. Security routines. Electrofloor is online. Alright. Mama bear. How many floors have you acquired? One, I think. I may have taken two actually. Can't remember. Like at this point, I'm only picking up meds just to mass sell them. Or maybe, you know, enemies will keep getting harder and the damage won't have another significant ramp up. That'll show me, won't it? And then I'll have to actually start thinking about stuff. I would hate that. I would hate to have to think, ever.
Oh, wow. They've been left here all alone.
Huh. Alive. Oh, look at that. Subject will need extensive nucleum resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. We'll come back for you and fix this. Let's shoot the tank. McNulty. Oh, up there, I see. Is there another one? There is, yeah. This ain't good. Or is it good? I don't know. Wow, several years. For the love of Christ. Let me put my hacking clothes on. 1 minute. Set sublight override cartridge. There we go. Planted the flag. Biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Chimeric sciences. Ugh. Human nuclein using strands obtained from... They're making a Raptidon human hybrid. What the fuck? I don't like this chimera thing. It reminds me of the eugenics stuff I've been reading. Jeez.
Suppose Sublight will thank us for this. I hope that thanks comes in the form of cash.
Hold on a tick. Don't we know Chartran from Cascadia?
Do we? My memory's not good enough. Tactical shotgun 2. More excited about the shotgun, to be honest. I don't think I've ever fired a shotgun in this game. We're getting rid of that. I mean, it needs modding and stuff, you know, tinkering and so on. We Skyrim'd it. I like the non-fight we had. Where some mercs turned up and I just scared them away.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Why do you keep saying that? Right. Alright, let's modify the shotgun. Wow, you can muzzle the shotgun. I'm gonna equip this. I'm gonna make a plasma shotgun. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna tinker with it. several times. There we go. Centrist run, indeed.
Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Well, great. You met that also. I know, I saw them talking.
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Jeez. He's not a person. That's just... The game really wants you to be mean to Parvati.
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
I'm so scared I'm gonna click get off the crew Parvati one day and just... It will make me cry to do that. There's a confirmation option before they actually go.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
No problem. How do you know, Ferg? Have you told someone to quit your
Welcome
crew?
back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Right.
See you soon, Captain.
I quick save first. Oh, I see. Alright, cool. Ah, Byzantium is on Terra too, I see. I'm gonna carry on with this sublight quest for now.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Stay safe out there.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I'm happy with carrying on with this for now. That's probably closer, isn't it? Oh, up here, yeah. The fuck was that? Hello, you.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation.
Human salvage.
Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
Buzz the station, but I convinced them to back up. Let's not lie. I think we should tell the truth.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
I'm listening. I hope that means I'm due for a raise. That'd be good, actually.
How does an executive level promotion sound? You can give yourself a raise. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about the human tail, then. Alright. You had my interest, now you have my intention. That is a horrible thing to say, I'm just gonna say that.
Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
Sure thing. I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Oh no. Aliens, really say nothing. That is a Fallout 4 option there. Right. I'm gonna say aliens? The question mark?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Right. I'm done. I'm officially tuning you out until such time as I hear the words payment and/or shooting.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
Oh, Lily has lost it. A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens...
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
That... the little green bastards must pay. I'm gonna say that.
Terrific. That go-getter initiative will carry you far in Sublight.
Alright. How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission? I will not say that. Or that. I'm gonna say, yeah. This one. I joined Sublight to commit crimes, not to save humanity.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
When did Sublight get so principled? I am actually... yeah.
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Wow. Science 1. You basically need to know nothing in order to say that.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab. We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
Huh. I will take the job. I'm gonna say this, actually. I'm just gonna...
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
What do I get for joining up?
Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want? A promotion? It's yours. Even better. I'll owe you one.
I'll take it, but I'm hoping there's a way to not kill this person who I don't think is an alien collaborator.
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Well, let's go straight fucking there. I want to see some aliens. I didn't need to go down there, did I really? Except... Oh no. I'm cold now. I took my jumper off a minute ago. Well, you know, like maybe 45 minutes ago. Because I was too hot. And now, I'm too cold. And I threw it way across the other side of the room like a fool. Sorry, folks. I'll be with you now. Now I am warm.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Stop saying... Why does Ada keep saying that? Do I have to go and find some sort of thing for Ada to shut up about the toilet?
Hey, should've get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes. You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something.
Who was in there?
As always, I am at your disposal.
What are you doing?
Anything you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, I can't be arsed talking to you, actually. So we're going to Byzantium for the first time, not to do the actual quest, but to see if there are aliens.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Huzzah.
That Harlow reminds me of my old dentist, and not in a good way. Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
We're not actually, we're in space, but alright.
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Ellie has the demeanor of someone who's 45, but the character model of someone who's 16, which is kind of a disconnect here. I'm gonna, yeah, okay.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
That would be really mean to say. Yeah.
but I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice.
You try a little too hard.
Huh. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
I see. Runaway princess, eh? I'm so proud of you. What's this? I'm not proud of Ellie.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Sure. Okay. We'll meet Ellie's parents, and we'll find some aliens.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'm wearing the hat.
You're the boss. Anything else?
Any thoughts on Felix's friend? You have something to say about chasing down the dimethyl sulfoxide?
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Then we'd better hope he doesn't blow himself up while we're gone. Or if he does, that he has a killer insurance policy. In either case, you should know Wells isn't the only game in town. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
The board's corrupt. I'm not going to become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Aw, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
Jeez. Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why not?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Why did you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
It's called society. The word society makes me laugh now. Internet poisoning. That's exhausting.
That's what I said. I'll take stale cigars and rationed showers any day. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
Someone tells me that was best for everyone involved. Well, I don't actually think that. But I don't like taking the options that make it sound too much like I'm trying to get in Ellie's good books, because I don't really care about Ellie. But I just don't want to piss her off, you know. There's not enough meh options here.
Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polish and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Right.
That's what I've been saying.
Just fire Ellie now. Bye. Alright. Taking that. There you go. Give Ellie something that does some damage. Can't remember if anyone else needs to go to Byzantium for any reason, but we'll see, eh? Phineas' contact. Fine. Fine. Since you're right here.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, it's me, dickhead.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix?
Yeah, that's my codename for... you know, our mutual friend.
What's your code name?
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Do I have a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
No way, I'm Golden Eagle, you could be Cuckoo.
That doesn't even make... Fine. Fine.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven? Or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in this estate, which is heavily guarded.
There's gotta be a way to catch the Minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can't you get me into the Minister's
Whoa,
estate?
I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Alright, so what can you... That's debatable.
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
How exactly did you get involved in all this? I like these sorts of options where you're just like, so what's going on, spy?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
I feel like the game shouldn't be drawing attention to the fact that it has a limited enemy pool.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Where is this going? I mean, not really, honestly.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Seems pretty normal, actually.
Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
Corporations.
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign. But that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Where the fuck is this going?
I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really. Good hunting, Golden Eagle.
I like Carmen a lot, but that was really ridiculous. Right. Okay. Retiree. Don't look that old. Alright, 230 meters that way. 2 aliens. Playing Mass Effect 1. Ooh.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe
Hey, you! Yeah, you! The million-bit smile? How'd you like to make it worth 10 million? Kid, you got presence.
Kid.
Natural magnetism,
You look
know
about
what I mean?
4. I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
I definitely have the
Not
chops.
so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Odeon.
Antiquion's metalhead.
Isn't that too close to a real Earth brand?
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
This is pretty neat.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
You mean the one where the dissidents blew up an orphanage? That's awful.
Spacer's
Thanks the
choice
Lord.
pre-sliced bread. It tastes fresh
Jeez.
because it was.
This is ludicrous.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is. Don't I ever, my dear fellow.
These
Why,
fucking voices. Absolutely ludicrous. Gardener. Oh, that's nice.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
Give me one.
Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there.
Aren't you the bartender?
Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical assistant does all the work for me. Oh, by all means, ask away.
Give me a rumor.
Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear, they've already started shooting.
See if we can get over there.
I've always
Aww.
What's gone into Bachman?
Now that he's posted at the HHC, he's too good for the rest of us around.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound.
Yay!
Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
Sounds good.
In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
Shut up, Ellie. Right.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Downstairs, eh? Are we allowed to be in here? Probably fine, right? Logs. Higher purpose. When all of us have attained a new state of being. What they want to mix people with the dog things. Replicate, package, and disperse the general population. What the hell are they doing? This isn't... I'm actually really into this. I want to know what's going on. The first extraterrestrials. Holy shit. Full Metal Alchemist. Exactly. What the fuck's going on? Well. This is some gaudy decorating going on here. It's like a Trump place. Here where just everything's gold and it looks disgusting.
Of this basement. If someone back home wanted to make a secret lab, they'd have to put it in a closet.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Your alien jokes won't fool me. Wow, you can just fight. I'm the one asking the
You're in my
questions.
house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
I don't want to say this because I feel like this might start a fight unnecessarily, you know. So this seems like it's going to lead to less of a fight.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I am listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
Shut up, you.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Yeah? This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
It sounds like you're putting the cart before the horse there. I mean, you know, just growing a different type of potato would probably be easier. Hold on, what about the aliens?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Boo. All you have to show for it is a lab full of reserve colleagues. Let's see how quickly you can adapt to a bullet. It's really funny. I like that attack isn't just an option by itself, but you say a line with it.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
You bound for a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at Zurich. Let's dunk on the board, that's better.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius... Is it? Still wants me to kill you.
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Goodbye, Doc. Attack. So they had 2 attack ships, basically, and one of them went missing.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Pavarti's like that's as revolutionary as Pavarti gets. Like, oh, gee, I'm not so sure. Right, what do we do then?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
If you work with him, I'll spare you. What the hell? Really? That's interesting. What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
No, you're useless.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Parvati.
Seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Let's send her to Phineas. I think I'll do that. I mean, surely just figuring out a way to break things down into like proteins and carbohydrates, and then I can't see why you need to genetically engineer new types of people, because you can't genetically engineer a carrot or whatever. Like, doesn't really make any sense. She isn't useless per se. It's the game devs want you to make. I decided to delegate the decision to Ellie. That was my decision.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
Doctor. Wow. That didn't say much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
So I'll shoot you in the face. Why can't I pass my persuade check? I've got a persuade of 100, right? I'm wearing my fancy suit, aren't I? Oh, I forgot my talking hat. Jeez. What if I gave you 2.8 thousand reasons? Jeez. Can't you just let me put my hat on? Fine.
That'll do, sucker. Now move along.
Hang on.
The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
I don't fucking think so. I don't know if she'll get killed if we...
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Oh. I guess, never mind then.
So he didn't even have it on him. Yeah, he should have. I'm gonna load. That's the one. I'll reload. If it gave me my bits back, then.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Jeez. Well. No, I don't care about gifting the comp money. That's what I was reloading for there. I'm happy with that decision. She didn't care about you killing her former soldiers. Yeah, I just don't have the right look at that, 96. Just because I forgot to put this on. Terrible. Right. Wow, Ellie lives right
There's
here.
my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Ellie, I don't care about you or your parents. And see.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
Marilyn.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
There's two really funny, like, playing along for Ellie is funny by hitting free there. But one is also funny because Ellie's like trying to present us as some dangerous friend that she's got. I mean, I think one is funniest here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut on this.
I don't know what to say. She's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
We've saved towns and restored property across Halcyon. Oh, go on, let's play along.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Oh, God, doesn't even care. You know. Listen quietly.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
These floors aren't just nice, they're top quality marble. Alright, yeah.
She's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm gonna listen. Listen quietly.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Talk about making lemon slap out of lemons.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure.
You rich bastards. I'm gonna keep listening quietly then.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
Ellie, do you care if I shoot your parents?
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Jesus Christ. That's a pretty funny story.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
You people should be ashamed of you. Yeah, I'm chipping in.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Ooh. I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Alright.
Let's talk outside.
No, let's talk right in front of them. Like, what happens if we just, like...
Here we go!
Down they go!
Got him!
You can have...
Not bad, huh? What in the void did you do?
You did it!
I didn't like how things went down either, but did you have to go and kill them?
Alright. That was funny. I guess I misunderstood.
That Harlow reminds me of my old dentist, and not in a good way.
I was really surprised when I hit the button for Ellie's ability, and she actually did it.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute, and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Ugh. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting it with interest? I intimidate for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt.
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Let's get him then. I like that they let you kill Ellie's parents, and then there's dialogue for like having killed them. I'm gonna do like a genocide run of this game, I think, where I just shoot everyone with a shotgun on sight and just see what the game does. See.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
I don't want Ellie to move on.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
I'll be nice. The game is railroading me into being nice, even though what I want Ellie to do is to go and trash that house.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
So how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Well, let's go. We're doing that right now. I mean, really,
I only wish they weren't showing so much.
just taking out a gun and shooting Ellie's parents is kind of like what she wanted, right? A little bit. Insurance Group satellite office in Fallbrook. Oh yeah,
I guess we're
of
going to
course.
Fallbrook.
I remember that. Because she wanted, you know, a space pirate to come in and
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
rough up the place.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work it. You're in control of your hard body, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it. Okay. We'll try again later. You'll
See,
get it.
all this stuff
Promise.
doesn't really square with the fact that I have given Pavati a machine gun. And she
I
uses it
believe your
flawlessly.
choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Thanks, ship, unless that was sarcastic, I can't tell. Oh, I should have went to Fallbrook.
We're in orbit over... We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Alright. Like, maybe if the game wasn't overly combat focused. I mean, I'd take Parvati as a cat. I think would work better if, like, she was just the ship's engineer. And I wonder how that happened. Who can say how those two guards died? I have no memories of such a thing. But yeah, I would like, that would make more sense. And then, you know, if Parvati did not participate in combat,
This looks like the place.
maybe.
You ready to get my money or what?
Hello, you. I remember
I see
you.
you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I'd like to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
I just want to change it. Yeah, let's find out some more info first.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it? Marilyn Fenhill isn't dead.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
You'll do this so you'll be filing your own claim.
Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well, I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
One last one, eh? Before the end of the stream. It's just such a kick in the teeth every time.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Congratulations.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Cut to the chase. It doesn't feel like we're leading anywhere, so that's a weird option. Real jobs?
Maybe as line holders or warm bodies?
Those are real jobs?
Oh, sure. You've got to wait in line for just about anything in Byzantium, and not everyone has the time or inclination to do it themselves. As for warm bodies, some companies like to keep extra workers on site to look more productive.
I saw a bunch of that in Japan, actually, when I was walking around in Tokyo. There were like, there'd be construction work, and there'd be like 2 dudes doing the work, and then like 6 managers just standing around, and like people employed to uselessly divert traffic around, like that in this country we just put a sign up or a cone or something. But in Japan it was like a line of dudes waving little sticks. I was like, this is like so inefficient but also good, like, because yeah, fuck it, all those guys get paid, whatever, you know.
Oh no, there's lots of paper shuffling and pen clicking that goes on. The really good ones know how to leave sticky notes in just the right places. See, this is why I had to get out of Byzantium. Not sure what comes next for me, though. I've never been much of a planner.
Alright, why not?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
Alright, that's the kind of thinking that's running this place into the crap. I wouldn't say crapper, but whatever.
Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Yay! I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
For friends. This is what friends do.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
Shut up, Ellie. You're like 12 years old. I'm just gonna keep leaning into it until Ellie breaks.
You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Okay, bestie. Who I love forever. Alright, let's go back to space.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Oh, which one's the captain?
You know the head of the family? Never shows up on screen, but everybody's scared of him? That's the boss.
Yay.
And everyone's got different theories about what they're really up to? I can see that. And what about me?
A scion of Byzantium turned to banditry? You've got to be the Masked Marketeer.
Neat. Ooh, Graham's patch, torn from Graham's... Oh, yeah. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he's still been the foundation for the movement I'm trying to keep alive. This is... I like how things from your journeys appear in your room like this. It's nice. Alright, well, I'm going to call it there for today. There is a lot of content in this game, isn't there? I've done a whole bunch of streams of this. I think I've played like close to 20 hours of it by now. And it still feels like I'm only just getting revved up. which is weird. Maybe I'm like really close to the end of the main quest or something, and I just can't tell. Thank you as always for tuning in, folks. I am gonna see if there's anyone around to raid, so hang about for a sec, and we'll see who we're raiding, if at all we are raiding anyone. Thanks for the subs and the bits and such. You're the best audience anyone could ask for. You're heading into the late game. Thank you, Ferg. It looks like Jack Saints is on.
Law,
yeah.
The representation of law enforcement in media. So literally, like,
talking about something. Yeah. Alright, so / raid. There we go. Alright, I will see you again on Monday, or maybe over the weekend if I feel like doing a raid, but definitely on Monday. Alright, farewell, folks.